All right, so I'm going to play over the message from your teacher, Miss Norika.
Hello everyone. This is our last day of our summer STEM camp. Woo! So it has definitely been a journey. From our fun-going and interactive sessions to engaging STEM careers, I'm sure that you guys have all learned a lot and our sessions were very informative. To all my genius campers, thank you so much for making this a wonderful experience for me. And also, your parents should be very proud that they have been raising such genius thinkers. I also want to say congratulations to all the awardees. You guys did such a great job. Natari, keep doing your animations. Jazz, I believe you're going to be a wonderful biochemist. Danielle, you're a great problem solver and always on the ball. And for Robin, thank you for always engaging me. I had so much fun being a teacher and mentor to you guys, and I hope for all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you so much again, guys. Bye.
All right, so that was Miss Norika. All right, so now I want to move on to the awardees for the sectional prizes. We have 3 sectional prizes this summer. We have the EcoDiscovery Awards, we have the MathDoc Awards, and we have the TechWiz Awards. So for the EcoDiscovery Awards, our certificates of achievements are awarded to Robin Lewis and William Taylor. Congrats to both of you. For the MathDoc Awards, our certificates of achievements goes to Truman Gordon and Robin Lewis.
Sorry to interrupt. Alicia, we can't see the PowerPoint.
No?
We can't see the PowerPoint. We're still seeing the video from Norika. So you have to share your PowerPoint screen.
Oh. All right, hold on. Are you all seeing it now? Yes? All right, great. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why my computer not cooperating this morning, but we're going to continue this and we're going to get it done. All right. So we will on to the sectional awards section. And our awards for the EcoDiscovery section, we wanted to award Robin Lewis and William Taylor.
Woohoo! Yay! Go Robin! Great job.
My mother. For MathDoc, we wanted to award Truman Gordon and Robin Lewis. Congrats to both of you.
Yay! Great job!
And for our TechWiz awardees, Natari Levy and Truman Gordon once more. Congrats to all of you. Good job. We're very proud of you. And thanks for making yourself proud and also your parents proud. All right. So I have a message for you from your tutor, your math tutor, Miss Amika Gordon. But before we move on to her, is Miss Kenisha ready? Is she here?
Yes, I am, and I'm so sorry for being late. I got the time mixed up, but no, and that's what matters most.
That's right.
All right, so I should go ahead.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
All right, allow me to share my screen.
Sure.
Okay, so today I'll be talking to you about metamorphosis and how the life cycle of specifically the butterfly parallels with the human life cycle or the path of life. So what's your favorite insect? Just drop in the chat what your favorite insect is. Real quick, drop in the chat. Mine's a butterfly. Maybe your favorite insect is an ant, probably a roach. Okay, somebody private messaged me, ant. Okay, somebody said beetles, maybe a butterfly too. Okay, cool. So why exactly is a butterfly my favorite insect? Well, for one, the life cycle of the butterfly is truly extraordinary. It moves from a tiny little green egg that we can see here on this screen to something big, something as almost as big as our hand, something majestic, something beautiful that serves a different purpose. So it moves from an egg to a majestic, beautiful creature through metamorphosis. And it's similar to us. We move from the baby stage to adulthood. But we don't just want to move from baby stage to adulthood. We want to make changes in our life that will allow us to become the best versions of ourselves. We want to make changes in our lives that will allow us to become that butterfly, to unleash the potential, the wealth of potential that is within us. So, first of all, when we're born into this world, like this butterfly, we have a resource. When the butterfly is born, he has to break through a barrier. Similar to us, we have to break through some barrier to be born. And when the caterpillar is being born, he has to eat his way through. When he's on earth now, when he's into the world, he's provided with resources. He's provided with something that held him back. And the leaf beneath his feet, but he can't eat the leaf as yet because he's too young in that moment. So something that held back the caterpillar, he uses it as something of substance. Now let's watch what the caterpillar does after he comes out of his little egg. Let's watch what he does. He's eating the egg. He's eating the egg, and he's proving to us that no matter what we are coming from, no matter what has held us back, we have to use our circumstance. We have to use that thing that, kept us captive as something that can feed us to move to the next stage, because the caterpillar couldn't come out of it and just eat the leaf. Similar to us, we might be going through a lot of things. Right now, it might be hard for mommy to find money for you to go to, the next level in school. Right now, you might not be liking how it's happening in your life. Right now, maybe you fell back in school before, COVID and all of that, and everything just changed. But we can't allow the negative circumstances to hold us back. We have to look back at it and say, it's either you make me or you break me. We have to look back at the circumstance and say, I'm going to use you as a resource to move to the next level. So we're going to look at all the things that can possibly hold us back, and use that as motivation to find solutions to propel us to the next level. So if you're failing in the previous grade, which I'm pretty sure nobody here was, we're going to look at that and say, hey, we can't continue like this. We have to move forward. And some persons are given more resources than others, but always remember this: at the end of this cycle, all of us have the potential to become the butterfly. Some caterpillars never reach their full potential, which is the ultimate, butterfly that they can be. Some of them die along the way. Some of them, experience other things. There are small chances where caterpillars, never fully develop into the butterfly that they could be. And, we know within ourselves that we have to maximize on our potential to reach where we want to go, but it is up to us to do that. So no matter what the resources we are provided with today, we have to utilize them, good or bad, rich or poor, to propel us to the next level. So let's continue to watch what the butterfly does. When the butterfly, throughout his life cycle, he is exposed to a lot of things. He's on the leaf, and he's in an environment that can be tampered by anything, pollution included. And similar to us in real life, we can have people who are pollutants, and we can have pollutants within ourselves, meaning we can have persons all around us telling us that, oh, I don't think you can do this, because you're from this background, or, oh, I don't think this is enough, or, oh, I don't think you are enough. And sometimes we allow those words to internalize. Sometimes we become the polluters ourselves, and we tell ourselves that, oh, I'm not enough, or I can't do this, or I'm not smart enough, I can't do it like that person, or whatever. But we cannot allow those pollutants to tamper with the potential that is within us. You see, oftentimes people say that it's not the water around the ship that sinks it, it's when we allow the water to get in. So you see, if you allow what other persons have to say to pollute your mindset, then that can stunt your growth. If you allow yourself to continuously bash yourself and hold yourself down, then that can stunt your growth. Similarly, if the caterpillar, is not feeling good today, he doesn't just jump off of the leaf and say, oh, wow, I can't do this anymore. Or he doesn't get up and, not eat or any day in his life. He has a goal in mind. He has intuition. He has a drive that is innate, that pushes him or it, to continue to eat and to sustain itself. And similarly, no matter what our environment may be, our resources may be, or the pollutants around us may be, we have to decide that we want to reach somewhere. So we have to push through and do all the right things necessary to level up. We have to think about conservationists. So we always know the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. So a while ago I said we have to reduce pollution. We have to eliminate it completely. And sometimes it's much harder for us to do because other persons, put it in our lives, but it's really up to us to stop it from getting within ourselves. As much as you can, if somebody says, oh, you're not good enough, say, well, I believe in myself that I am good enough. You have to have positive affirmations. You have to tell yourself the good things that people are not telling you. You have to have intrinsic motivation and internal drive that will stop persons from the outside from tampering with your potential. You don't want anybody to have control over your potential, but you are the master of your destiny. Oftentimes when we have, bad encounters or bad experiences in our life, we just want to get over with it, and we don't learn anything from it, and we try to bury it in the back of our minds. But I want to tell you today that some of those experiences were given to you so that you could build. Your parents and your family probably went through a rough time, not for you to feel depressed forever, but for you to grow, for you to be able to know how to come out of that circumstance, for you to be able to be a testimony for somebody else. So you have to reuse your down moments to build yourself. You can either take a block and look at it as a heavy thing or something that you can trip over, or use it to build something. Reuse the things that happened in your past and the things that are happening now to make yourself a better person overall. Sometimes we cannot ignore the things that we went through because that's what makes our story unique. And recycle the knowledge that you gain from the things that happened to you throughout your life. Say somebody bullied you when you were in grade 5. Well, you're going to take the knowledge that you learned from being bullied and going to the next grade and decide that you're not going to be bullied anymore. Maybe you need to be more outspoken so the bully will know that you're not tolerating it. Maybe you need to be braver and tell somebody about it. You have to use your circumstances to build yourself and retain the knowledge so that you can further propel yourself and also help those around you. So we're moving on throughout the life cycle. The caterpillar, he's doing all these things. He's learning about his environment. He's avoiding the predators, the pollution, and all of that in order to get fat enough to reach the next level, in order to retain the knowledge that he's retaining the knowledge, knowing where the good leaves are to eat, etc. And in the process of eating and getting fat, he might look over on another leaf, a leaf that's probably higher than his, and realize that another caterpillar is way up there, or another caterpillar is much fatter than him, another caterpillar is further in his life journey than him, his life cycle than him. And he might look at himself and be like, so why am I way down here? Why am I this small? Why am I this skinny and that caterpillar is that fat? Sometimes we don't realize that other person's metabolism, I'll use that word, is slower than ours. And in the case of the caterpillar, or faster than ours. In the case of the caterpillar now, one caterpillar looks to be further ahead in the life cycle than him, but he doesn't know how the caterpillar reached that stage. He doesn't know what the caterpillar went through. The caterpillar, perhaps that caterpillar, was picked up by a bird one day and almost eaten, but then the bird dropped him on a higher leaf. You don't know what other people are going through, so you can't compare yourself to others. You don't know what kind of leaf that caterpillar is eating. You don't know what kind of support that person has that you don't have. And sometimes it's just going to be like that. You're going to be, the same age as somebody else, and they'll be succeeding 5 times as much as you are. But you within yourself cannot compare, because what? We're all given different resources. We're all exposed to different amounts of pollution, and we all have to learn how to be conservationists, reduce the negativity, reuse the experiences, and retain the knowledge, recycle the knowledge, and it is up to you to determine if you will move and be on their level or continue on the same path that you're on. You want to level up like them, but at the same time, everybody's journey is different. Everybody will experience different things along the journey, and you cannot compare yourself to anybody else. You are unique. And always remember in the journey that no matter if Jill or Natari or Drew Main is ahead of you and you're the same age, you all have the potential to reach the butterfly stage if you continue to do what you're supposed to do, right? Habitats now. When the caterpillar, eats enough, he starts to become a larvae. When we, go through all the things that we go through, we start to change. We start to have massive change, and we start to, once we're changing, we have to adjust and change our environment as well, right? So the caterpillar, he goes into the larvae stage. He's no longer on the leaves roaming around doing the tough work in order to reach the stage. He's finally here, and so he has to, in this case, isolate himself. And I'm not saying you should isolate yourself from people, but there will come a time in your life where you have to remove yourself from a certain environment in order to thrive, in order to get to the next level. So for example, if you in your previous year, you are getting 80s, but you want to get 90s and it seems so hard, maybe you have to change your environment. Maybe you have to cut back on all the games. Maybe you have to, try to find a new group of friends, hang out with the kids who are getting 90s, change your environment, hang out with if you want to be more motivated or so on, you have to watch YouTube videos that are motivating. You have to hang out with kids who are motivated, who are determined, who are doing the things that they're supposed to do. And from getting this new habitat or this new environment, it will allow you to reach the goal that you're trying to achieve much faster, right? So within our habitats, it's up to us to either adapt or become extinct. So it's either we are going to adapt, make changes in order to fit into a new environment, or to fit the standards of the environment that we're in to be better, or we allow the environment that we're in to suffocate us and to prevent us from reaching our goal. It's up to us. It is really up to us. Are you going to adapt or become extinct? And lastly, in order to do all of this, in order to reach the main goal, we have to be proactive. We have a goal in mind, and in order to reach that goal, we have to put in place, things to help us to reach this goal. We see the butterfly, he's reached his goal, and he or she is about to fly off, right? But how exactly do we get there? Number one, I spoke about the life cycle, and the life cycle states that we have different resources. We're going to be at different cycles with different people, etc. And it's really, really, really up to us to stay motivated and keep eating those leaves and adjusting and adapting, etc. But we need to have a plan. We can't just get up and say, oh, I want to be successful. How are you going to be successful? So I have a 5-point plan to, be achieving even the most basic successes, right? So number one, have goals and write down the goals. So for example, going back to the 90s average, if you have an 80 average and you say, okay, I want a 90 average, but you need to have a plan about how you're going to execute that. So for example, I'm going to study harder. I'm going to put in 1 more hour study time after school. I'm going to watch less PewDiePie on YouTube. I'm going to play less Roblox and stuff like that. You have to put practical things into motion. You really do. Next, you have to have the mindset. You have to tell yourself that you can achieve it. And a lot of the times you say, yeah, man, I want to save and buy the ice cream. I know I can save and buy the ice cream, but it stops there. You're aware that you can do it, but you don't put in place things to do it. So here's what you have to do as well. You have to have the determination and the drive. Yeah, you have to have the determination and the drive to actually do what you need to do to get it done. So you set the goal and you believe so you can achieve it, but you have to have the drive. So I set the goal, I want to reach 90 average in the next grade. And I say, okay, in order for me to reach 90 average, I need to study more, less Roblox, less PewDiePie, more practical things on YouTube. Okay, but perhaps you start and then it gets hard. You have to tell yourself that you have to continue, you have to push. I'm telling you, and right now we might be, thinking, oh, well, I'm not sure if I can do it, or, oh, well, I'm not sure when I can apply this advice. But let me tell you, you're going to have times in your life where you're going to have to, be more strict on yourself than you are right now. And then you have to have a passion or love what you do. And even if you don't love it, for example, I'm not a fan of programming in information technology. I'm not a fan of it. But I told myself that even though I'm not a fan of it, I'm going to do it and I'm going to pass. So you have to have the determination and you have to have willpower, to do what you're doing. And most importantly, you have to execute. Yeah. So have the goal, have the mindset, put the things in plan to achieve the goal, be determined, be driven to get the goal done. Find something to push you to drive the goal, and then most importantly, execute the goal. Ensure that when you set that goal and you go through all the motions, at the end of the day, that goal is achieved. And if you don't achieve the goal, what are you supposed to do? try again. Because if you set the goal in the first place, you're expected to achieve it. You have a wealth of potential within you. Right now, you may be in the egg, or right now, you may be the caterpillar. But I'm telling you, no matter where you're from, no matter what your circumstances are, you can become the butterfly. You will look at your resources, whether you're rich or poor, and declare that you will become a butterfly. You will produce wealth from your, line. You will look at your pollution and say, hey, I'm going to be a filter. I'm not going to allow all of this negativity to prevent me from doing it. You're going to reduce the negativity in your life, reuse your scenarios to build yourself, and retain or recycle the knowledge that you have gained from those activities. You're not going to look at other people and say, oh, I wish I was in her shoes, or oh, she's doing better than me. And even if it's true that he or she is doing better than you, use their life as an example, but never compare yourself to them, because all of us have the potential to be the best version of ourselves. And is either you're going to adapt in your environment or adapt to a new environment, or become extinct. It is up to you. It is really up to you. Become the butterfly. Thank you very much.
All right, what a powerful, powerful, powerful message. Thank you so much, Ms. Kanisha. That was an awesome, awesome, awesome message for our campus. I hope you all take away something from that. It doesn't matter where you come from or what negative circumstances you have been through, we can all move forward and level up because we have the potential. All right, thanks so much, Ms. Kanisha. So now I would like to invite another one of your tutors, Miss Amika Gordon, to also give you some words of inspiration. Miss Amika? All right, she's not here. All right, that's okay. All right, so now I have a message for you from another one of your coordinators. She wasn't able to be here this morning, but she left this message for you guys.
So today is our very last day of STEM summer camp. I know some of you might be sad, while others may be happy that you no longer have to get up so early for our sessions. But regardless of your outgoing feelings, I hope that you guys are all proud of yourselves, as well as your parents are very proud of you. Congratulations to all of you for taking a step needed to propel yourselves in a career in STEM, and congratulations to all of our awardees. Before I go, I want to leave my wetlanders with a little bit of advice. To Jermaine, who has a curious mind, keep asking questions. Your thirst for knowledge will lead you far in your journey in life, but don't forget to stop and listen sometimes. To Brianna, my young and quiet as a caterpillar, I've seen you grow and blossom these past 2 weeks. No longer shy and quiet, but a young lady who's able to speak her mind. Keep pushing, because I know one day you'll become an esteemed individual with the world at her feet. To Arika, who's always positive and cheerful in our session, don't let anybody ever steal your joy. Your positive outlook will help to shine dark clouds in your journey ahead. And to last, but definitely not our least, to our sweet William, who's always lending a helping hand. Continue to be that kind and nurturing individual you are, who's always looking to help and support others. Thanks guys for having me as your mentor, teacher, and coordinator throughout the summer camp. I hope you guys enjoyed it and all the best to you guys in your future endeavors.
All right. So that was a message from Miss Norisha. So now we want to move on to rewarding our outstanding campers. Now, I have to make it clear that all of our campers were outstanding in your own way, all right? And we want to make sure that you had a good time with us. We you know, everybody is special and good in their own way. You're all achievers, you're all winners, and we thank you for choosing to spend time with us. We hope you had a STEMeristic summer, and all of your certificates of participations will be sent to your parents, all right? So, our most outstanding campers are Truman Gordon and Danielle Ricketts.
Alicia, we can't see your screen. We can't see the PowerPoints.
Oh my, I'm not sure why.
Because you have to share the PowerPoint. So you have to come out from sharing that application window to the PowerPoint window.
Y'all seeing it now? No? All right. Can y'all see it now? Y'all can see the screen? Are y'all seeing the PowerPoint? Yes, no?
Yes, miss.
All right. So just to recap, our most outstanding campers are Truman Gordon and also Danielle Ricketts. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now I'd like to give one of our campers the floor to share some words on behalf of all of the campers. Danielle Ricketts.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Okay, I'll be doing the reflection for our Summer of STEM Camp 2020. I want to start off by giving a huge thank you to the e-Biome team, all the tutors and presenters for making this experience possible. I think I can speak for everyone when I say we learned so much. From scientific sampling methods to ecosystems, all about global environmental issues and how they affect us and marine life, different topics in algebra, and so much more. I know the presenters tried their very best to make learning about these different aspects of STEM fun and interesting, and I'm so happy that they were willing to share their stories and careers with us. They calmed my nerves and let me know that I don't have to know exactly which career path to take right now, and that STEM doesn't have to be put in a box, which is such a relief. They also told us about several scholarship opportunities and gave us advice about internships, which, if they aren't helpful now, will be very helpful in the future. The variety of careers and presenters was unbelievable and totally unexpected. I like that their ages and experiences differed so much. We got a taste of everything: presentations on robotics, animations, engineering, mastering PowerPoint, being a medical doctor, veterinarian. There was something there for everyone. The STEM careers presentations really exposed me to all the career options in the STEM field that I didn't know were there. Now I know what STEM really is. and I hope it broadened everyone else's understanding as well. Not only did we learn, but we had some good fun along the way. The team made sure that activity time was included in every single day. We played Pictionary, unscrambled words, guessed the names of different animals, and of course, we can't forget all the games Drew Main, William, Ariko, and Sahana suggested we play. It was nice to watch, and I can imagine even cooler to play. This camp really exposed the true resilience of everyone's Wi-Fi, from the students being kicked out of sessions to presenters not being able to present. But these are all a part of the hardships that come with being online that the e-Biome team handled so well. I know you all tried your best to make it as much like a regular summer school as possible, and it was a job well done. It was well planned out, interesting, and informative, and you guys were quick on your feet to do your best to fix any problem that arose. All in all, it was a good camp experience. I'm glad to have met a future animator, veterinarian, marine biologist, computer engineer, biochemist, and robotic scientist. These careers are all so different, but we're all branches from the same stem. Thank you.
All right, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Danielle. We're so
You're
happy.
welcome.
We're so happy we were able to make the camp enjoyable and fun for you and for all the rest of the campus. That's really, 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 good to hear. That's some great, awesome feedback. So now I would like to invite our camp director, Ms. Lenika Rodan, to give the closing remarks as we come to the end of our ceremony.
Hi, everyone. Boy, Danielle, wow, I should have asked you to write my speech because that was so good. And I just had to say, wow, why did I have to go after Danielle after she gave a wonderful speech? And heard from your tutors, your coordinators, and they all had a lot of wonderful things to say. And, watching the camp, being a part of the camp, seeing it all, happen before my eyes. Wow, I must say that I am just so happy. I want to say special thanks to first my Deputy General Manager, Miss Alicia Dixon, for basically being the person to open the doors of the camp on the first day, doing the welcome and opening remarks, and for being the host of our awards and closing ceremony. Special thanks to my e-Biome team, the tutors, the coordinators, oh my God, Kenisha Henry. I listened to your words of inspiration. I was like, wow. You were able to intertwine life and the STEM, and I think that was really good. Kudos to your creativity. Amika Gordon, I know she's not here today. She actually got a job. Woo! And she said that, during her interview, she was able to speak about her experience at the camp. And I believe that that would have been, one of the best selling points to know that she was a part of something so innovative. And boy, nothing says first world as being able to lead the charge of the virtual learning community. And I want to big up my coordinators. Oh wait, let me not forget Shola. Shola, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You as a tutor, your personality, the students really love your personality. The parents appreciated it. And I'm sure that, the parents would have heard about it because the students were bragging about, my tutor Shola, my ecology tutor Shola. So, thank you so much for coming on board and helping us out in terms of doing some of the sessions with our students. Alicia as well, you stepped in and you did, I think, 2 sessions. I remember ocean, animals in the ocean session and eutrophication. You did an amazing job. I learned a lot about, there were some animals that I didn't even know as a marine biologist that were on your slide. So, you know, the amount of work that your tutors put into making the sessions what they are, students, I must tell you, we have to do research. Even though we're trained and educated in the field, we have to put a lot of preparation into making the sessions what they are. And so, you know, especially your coordinators who have been working, they call your parents at the end of every week to give them an update, to check up on you, to ensure that you're doing your assignments. And they were particularly in charge of, so you know, Norika Morali, she was in charge of tropical forests, and Narisha Morelli was in charge of wetlands, and they all had a role to play in terms of how the camp flowed together, how it came together, how it intertwined together. They were particularly in charge of the smooth, and to ensure that the sessions run smoothly every single day. And I remember the Monday that they were absent because they were sick, and Kenisha and I had to lead the charge that day, and it was so difficult for us. So I can just imagine how hard it was for them to keep you guys engaged throughout the 4-week period. So big ups to my coordinators, parents and students. We would not have had this camp without you. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting us in our charge, you know, for promoting STEM education. We are so passionate about science and technology and what it can do and contribute to development. And so we really want for your children to see the importance of science and to follow that path, you know, professionally, so that they can contribute to the sustainable development of the world. So the presenters, even though they're not here, you know, the special presenters that we had, Kevin Jackson, Marcelo Berry, who did the robotics presentation, Nicholas Keys, the medical doctor, that is Dr. Romario Simpson, and all our special presenters that we had this week and the weeks prior to this, you know, they took the time out of their busy days to join our session. Most of them, you would have seen that they prepared a PowerPoint, you know, and these are people who have a 9-to-5, they're working, and we didn't pay them to come on to do the presentation. So, you know, we really want to thank them. And they're really big people, like real top people. You can Google some of them and you'll see them come up in your search, you know. So we really want to thank them for sharing their wealth of information and knowledge and expertise. You know, so I want to thank you all for being a part of this community. e-Biome's first Summer of STEM camp, and definitely not the last. So I want to encourage you to stay connected and continue to support e-Biome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Lenika. Thank you so much for putting all of this together and pulling through with all of this. It was awesome. And we really, truly appreciate all of the hard work you have done yourself. So everyone, we have come to the end of our ceremony. We'd like to thank all of you for participating. This would not have been possible without you. Parents, we want to thank you for lending us your children in the last few weeks so that you could give us a chance to share knowledge and ideas and new technologies with them. Tutors, oh my gosh, thank you so much for always making sure that you delivered your absolute best. I know some of them are not here, but thanks for delivering your best to make sure that this summer was memorable for all of our campers. And to our campers, we want nothing short of the very, very, very best for you. We hope that you were able to take away many things with you for future use. And even if you choose not to pursue a career in STEM, maybe you like music or you like dancing or arts, whatever you choose, we hope that you were able to at least take away, or that we were able to spark critical thinking abilities in you for whatever field or career that you choose. Remember, you are our future leaders. and you have the potential for greatness. It doesn't matter what anyone says or what your circumstances or where you come from. Like Miss Kenisha said, you have the potential for greatness. All right. So we hope to see, if not all of you, some of you next year. And we just want to wish you a great summer. All right. So take care, everyone. Remember to be safe. Wear your mask and sanitize if you're going out in public, and everything will be all right. Okay. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much.